in the court.
Are we recording?
We are live.
Man. All right. So we got action again. We didn't think we would, but we here now.
Oh no, I'm
Yeah. I mean, it took a lot longer than some people would want it, you know.
That's insane. Regg, do you understand that we got all this within a month?
I know. And that's the crazy shit, because everybody's like, yo, you on the clock. And it's partially Drake's fault. Drake did this shit. Drake did the whole, I think it's the lore of back to back. Like when he came out back to back 4 days later, and he said the whole I waited 4 days, where y'all at, and it changed the scope of how diss records are received, right? Because niggas just sit around waiting and they just think these people, I mean, this is an art form. You can't be rushing art like that.
I wonder, somebody else did it too. It was Drake. Drake was the most recent to come to mind, but it was somebody else that like kind of was like rushing the person. Oh, Beans and Jadakiss. Jay-Z basically told Beans like, yo, you got to respond immediately. Like,
yeah, but then I mean, shit, Super Ugly came out not that long after either.
Yeah, I want to say if not the same day, the next day, and that was like the worst decision ever. Like Irv Gotti is the worst kind of nigga, bro. He put the battery in Jay's back to do that shit, and I feel like he was a sleeper agent. They're serious.
I don't think he was a sleeper agent. We would have found out by now if he was, because he been on Drink Champs a couple times. He would have said it.
Right.
Yeah, he said it at something.
He was.
Needless to say, we got Kendrick's response earlier today, this morning. There's already
tell him what time.
Theories about that. 8:24 a.m. There's theories about that, about why it dropped, and Kung Fu Kenny being intentional with the drop of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Euphoria dropped. What do we think?
I was at first when the guys first sent the link in the group chat, I didn't think to click on it because it was just like a definition. So
yeah.
I was like, yo, somebody just sent me some bullshit thing, like some theory thing on YouTube. I don't have time for this shit.
Yeah, you know what? Shout out to I don't know who you saw it from first. It was Kel. I saw it from Kel.
Yeah, Kellen. Yeah, it was Kellen.
Shout out to Kel, because when he dropped the link, I know him and Danny was going back and forth about like sending a link and like not giving context or something like that. Like I think yesterday or some shit.
No, they were beefing because who the fuck sent it was something about spoilers.
Yeah, no. So Kel sent the link for PG Lang. It just said it was a Kendrick and Danny assumed it was a Kendrick album. So he was like, yo, you gotta add context when you send shit like that. And he's like, what are you talking about? I sent it and then I told you what it was. And then they went back and forth. And then today Kel sent this link and was like, yo, yeah, now shut up, Danny, or whatever. Like,
ooh, okay, I missed that. Okay.
Yeah, he's the first one that sent it. And I was like, oh shit, all right, what is this? So I clicked it just off the context of him writing that. I clicked it. I was like, what is this? I was like, that's probably another leak or whatever. I'm listening. I hear Teddy P. I'm like, he rapping over Teddy P. So I was a little disappointed when the beat switched to something else, because I thought he was about to just be on that vibe, but I saw it was 6 minutes. So I knew it'd be like a different dip off at some point, but I don't know. What are your thoughts though off top?
All right, so I'll tell you exactly what happened. I woke up this morning. I saw the link, but I was like, oh, okay. Out of nowhere, Sarah says, was that a Kendrick Lamar song? And Sarah's a huge Kendrick fan. So Sarah listened to it. And then Sarah, like I'm going outside to walk JR. So I walked JR. I walked like all the way to 52nd Street. I live in Harlem, ladies and gentlemen. I walked JR all day, all morning. So Sarah texted me like, Taurian, it's a diss. And he's going crazy on Drake. You got to listen to it. So then I finally listened to it and I'm like, holy shit. Then I open the chat. Excuse me. And I see like what's the chaos that's ensuing. So then like I'm like, all right, I gotta sit down. So I sit down and then I see more text messages. Our friend Ravy B texts me, because me and Raven are always like talking about like the stuff that's going on with this, because is fucking fun. So
Yeah.
Raven's like, look at this, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck, yo? I just I'm very happy with how this rap discourse is going. Now,
Yeah.
at first I was a little bit discouraged, but like I'm very happy. Like they're keeping it bars. I hope that it stays that way. They're both giving each other their best shots. Like it's not a lopsided fight at all. It's very even, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So like that's what's going on. But what I am annoyed by is like pretty much the fandom, the fans.
Yeah.
So Rob Markman was talking and I earlier and I saw him say something that like really resonated. He said Drake's fans are Drake fans. They aren't hip hop fans. They're well, some of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Kendrick fans are like fans of hip hop. Like they're not like he was like Drake is so big that people can just like Drake's music and not like rap music.
Yeah.
Whereas like 9 times out of 10 if you're a Kendrick fan, you love hip hop. Like you're, like so I was like, damn. And like when you see people's arguments and like, from each side of the fans, you can see like how they feel about it. Like, some people are like, yo, Kendrick just used a lot of big words and this and that. And like as a hip hop fan, well, most hip hop fans will be like, what are you talking about? That's lyricism and double entendre, wordplay, metaphors. Like that's exactly what we want. But it seems like a lot of like Drake fans just kind of like the mess. Like they kind of like the spectacle. So like, like seeing like the memes, seeing all the funny things that like happen with rap, like Drake throwing putting up memes, wearing Kendrick's wife's college shirt, shit like that.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
they like that, but they like that shit because that's the palette that Drake has set. Like even when he beefed with Meek,
yeah,
at the
OVO Fest.
At the OVO Fest, he had the meme,
all the memes behind him.
all the memes behind him. Like this is what he set, and this is how he does it. So like, they just play into it and they love him. I mean, we're Drake fans.
Yeah, it's overkill, and I think what it is like, I guess what we call old heads, but like, yeah, Jay-Z, put niggas on the Summer Jam screen. So, and I think that like that one thing probably like made a lot of other artists be like, oh shit, well, he put up one. I'm gonna get a bunch of pictures and put them up, and so I think like that's similar to it. And some people might be like, well, Jay-Z put Prodigy on the Summer Jam screen, and it's like, yeah, but it was one picture, not like all these pictures and everything. But I'm not saying that I hate what what Drake prefers to do. I'm just like, yo, I just want rap. I want to sit down and try to dissect the song. Like that's what I want to do. Like that's what I love about hip hop. I don't need it to be direct. I'm a reader. I'm a thinker. Like I'm good on that.
Yeah. No, I get that. I think both of them have very different strategies, and they both represent very different parts of hip hop. Like Drake is very dialed in to the internet. Like he's such an internet person. He's even like liking stuff like the stuff online that like has reference to this Kendrick song already. Like, and people keep screenshotting it or whatever. And it's like, bro, you so dialed in, like put your fucking phone down. But I appreciate that part of him because we don't really get that from superstars, right? So it's like, when to engage and when not to. Whereas like all our other superstars are kind of just off the map and mysterious now. That's like they shit.
Yeah.
Drake chooses to be dialed in, and like that's how he kind of stays young. Like Kendrick even made a reference like, yo, I don't care how much you hang with Yachty, like you still not fly or whatever. Like,
right.
And yeah. So overall, how I feel about the Euphoria song, it's cool. I like it. I just think the beat switches weren't that good. And which is disappointing because I love Cardo. I actually found out that Cardo did do the second half of that beat switch. I think it could have been better. I think a lot of the shit that he said wasn't new stuff, and I think he's still treating this as a warning shot. Like, how many times are y'all niggas gonna give us warning shots? Just shoot. And y'all keep ending these songs with, yo, you don't want me to say what I really know. And it's like, come on, bro. It's been 10 years. Like, say it. Say what the fuck you know. Say what you want to say.
I don't think. Oh, I'm sorry. Keep going.
No, yeah. So I mean, that was pretty much it. Like, I like the song. I like what he did, despite me not liking the beats that much. Because coming in on that Teddy P song was smooth as fuck. I was like, yo, this is smooth as hell. And then when he switched, I'm like, oh, this is turned up. Kind of reminded me of King. But I think the beats could have been better, and I wanted his delivery to be more aggressive, like how it was on Like That.
I don't have that many critiques. Like, it was good. Like, I mean, it's. I think I don't like it's a battle record, so I'm not expecting like it to be like a masterpiece of a song or whatever like that.
Yeah, yeah.
So for me, like from my perspective, I'm like, all right, cool. Like, what I'm saying? Like he got to the point. I just don't understand when people are saying like this is what people already said about Drake. You don't think that people have been saying for years that Kendrick Lamar is short?
Yeah, but I mean, so when I
Like,
listen to Push-Ups, I mean, this is a better diss track than Push-Ups, in my opinion, only because it's directly at Drake and nobody else. Like, he's going at Drake, and
what
that's
about
what I'm
Taylor
doing.
Made then?
Well, this compared to Taylor Made, I like this more than Taylor Made.
Okay,
Taylor Made was just clever. Like it was cool for him to again, but he's playing with the internet thing, right?
right.
So it was cool, but I like this because it's focused. It's 6 minutes. You know who his target is, and he's going at them for 6 minutes. So I like that. Push-ups, Drake is a little distracted. He got everybody coming at him. So he has to address everybody. And so you don't really get that many lines at Kendrick other than, oh, you short, you're in a 50-50 deal or whatever. Show us your deal. Just regular shit. So they're still I think there's a lot to be lost at this, and they're both very cautious. Now, I think I would love to see them put this on a grander scale with Kendrick, and I mentioned this to you before, like Kendrick going on Flex, rapping on Flex, doing a freestyle, or even just performing this shit just on the radio. I just miss when niggas went to and I guess it's an old school frame of mind to go on radio and diss people, but it'd mean that much more if he did it to Drake, because we know Drake is not the best at radio freestyles, like
Famously
it'd,
not.
and it'd be a callback to that moment that he was reading off his BlackBerry. That'd be that, like, to do that and then invite the nigga like, yo, don't go to the studio, come here, come rap here. That would have been a moment.
That'd be cool. I was just thinking. So for me, like I get it. Like people are saying, like Kendrick is saying things that like we already know, but like that to me, that's the beauty of it. Like he's doubling down and like he's articulating it, and it still's coming through in a really fucking dope way. Like him, like basically letting it be known, like yo, I know you're like most biracial kids. I'm not trying to be funny, are insecure about their race, about their identity. Like that's not me even trying to be funny. Like that's like not only I'm talking about biracial kids like across the spectrum, not just black and like kids that are like mixed with black and white. I'm talking about kids that are black and Hispanic, black whatever. Like what I'm saying? Like there's confusion there. So I mean, I think that was like a given, but it's still. I just think that the way that Kendrick delivered it, the way that he approached it was just clever. It was very thoughtful.
Yeah.
Him, playing the Richard Pryor sample from the Wiz backward.
Yeah.
That was really cool. Him referencing, the Pharrell situation and then referencing Pusha T, like go leading into that, like, leading into Pusha T, who's Drake's real boogeyman. I thought that it was just like very, very like it was cool. And I think that like I don't think Kendrick really like. Well, I mean, it's obvious. Kendrick doesn't think that Drake is on his level, and vice versa. Like Drake thinks the same thing, but like Kendrick is like very dismissive of Drake because I think that Drake is like, yo, fuck this guy. Like we're not friends, and Kendrick's like, yo, we can still be friends. I just don't want you rapping like you're the best. Like, just make songs that make me dance and sing girls.
Mm-hmm.
Stop stepping in this realm. The crown is heavy, and I'm selfish. You and Cole know this. So both y'all stay in y'all place.
Yeah.
So to me, I don't. I guess I didn't need him to sound more aggressive because like the words that he's saying, I'm like, oh shit, like he's letting it be. He's going for it, and like, you know, even though I still don't like Cole backing out, Cole knew what was coming.
Cole knew that these guys had this coming for a while. Like he knew that the beef and the animosity between them was much bigger than anything that he could contribute. Because for him, and quiet as kept, Might Delete Later is a really good project. I still play it. Like I mean, I don't play the diss record, obviously, but it's still a really good project. I think his reason for backing out, I give him more grace for backing out because this was never about him.
I just, like I said, Cole, I'm letting it go. I'm past it now. I was very upset at first, but past it. But this is great for hip hop. I think as long as these guys like don't like veer off, hopefully all the other people stay out of it. I know Future right now is like, you know, with family and stuff, like, you know, more than Rico Wade, RP Rico Wade. But I don't want Rick Ross like doing anything anymore. Hopefully Lil Yachty doesn't get involved. Like I see Lil Yachty liking stuff.
Yeah, hopefully Yachty shuts the fuck. I mean, Kanye shuts the fuck up.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I was about to get to him. Yeah, Kanye. We, you know, yo, did you peep this? Today they dropped Northwest song, the video.
Yeah, the video. I saw it earlier.
That shit got stepped all over today.
Yeah, I saw that, and I watched it.
So I didn't like. I saw. I think it was Too Cool to Blog, one of those Instagram sites that I follow, and I clicked it and I was like, damn, this happened 7 hours ago. Nobody's even talking about this shit. God damn.
Yeah.
I went on YouTube and I saw I'm like, okay, it has like 300K views. But yeah, like today was the wrong day to drop anything. Like I feel like if anybody had plans to do anything today in the hip hop world, like you'd be like, all right, tomorrow it is.
Yeah. I mean, and shit for the next week or so that everybody's gonna be talking about this. And we're gonna get Drake again.
Oh yeah, academics, Drake's voice to the people. That Drake is definitely coming back, and that this Kendrick shit is weak, and you know, I'm just like, what, like I don't know what people want him to say about Drake. Like, I'm cool with him saying things that like have already been said because it's just like, I mean, what like I don't know. I don't think anything else. I don't think there's anything else that can like that people want. I mean, that I don't think there's anything else that can be discovered.
I mean, it's like, even if so even let's say that there isn't, but in the song he's saying like, yo, I'm just getting warmed up type shit, or I've got something on you.
That's bravado. That's rapping.
Yeah, but see, so now we go back to our school of rap where you know who did, you know what, you know who. Let's keep that between me and you. That's not bravado. We found out that's real shit, and we found out what that was. So it's like, if you're hinting at something, just say it. Niggas ain't got time for this no more. It's been 10 years. Just say it. You don't like this nigga.
Impatient. I have a question for you because I was actually talking to LaShawn about this. Do you think if Drake took 5 years off, when he came back in 5 years, it will be fine? Like it will be like he never left, or do you think that he has to consistently drop to stay relevant?
He has to consistently drop to stay relevant.
You think like if he took 5, like how Kendrick does?
Yeah, no, because I don't think he's that kind of artist, and he will have to switch the whole way that he makes music. All his music is super in the moment music. So it's like, if he comes back, it wouldn't just be him coming back and talking about the moment. There would have to be some reflection in there, right? And that would change his whole scope, because and that's actually the reason why people have the debate about whether or not Drake has timeless music, or if he has a classic. Because when they start unpacking his catalog, they start talking about how his catalog has aged, but then they start talking about how those albums made them feel that year, or this was good this year, this was good that year, and that's why he dropped so much, because it kind of scatters that mindset, because he has things that you can just keep listening to, you know. Um, I won't say. I mean, just judging from how he puts out music now, like, because he puts out music a lot, and I was listening, and maybe LaShawn brought this up because of Joe Budden podcast. But when I was listening to it, I think last episode, and they was like, yo, it's kind of weird how much he goes on tour. Like, he goes on tour a lot. And for a nigga that's, especially a few months ago, for a nigga that said that he had like stomach issues, and then turn around, he was like, yo, I'm gonna take a break because I got stomach issues. And then all of a sudden, less than 2-3 months later, he went on another 82 city tour. And it's like, what? Like, what? Like, do you have to do this? Like, what's going on?
I have a theory, bro. I know that Drake, basically alluded that like Kendrick, is like his deal is kind of fucked up or whatever like that. I'm standing on this, like, and I'll die on this hill. I think Drake has one of like the most insane music contracts like in history, like as far as like people that are in his pockets and things that like he has to do to like stay afloat. Like, I'm not saying like he's broke or like he's being robbed or anything like that, where like he's getting like pennies, but I think that like a lot of people make money off of him, and I think it's important to them that he continue doing things.
Yeah.
And I think that he has obligations and stuff like that. And like obviously like Drake is filthy rich. So I would never say that Drake is not rich. He's filthy rich. I know that. But a lot of people are in his pockets, and he has to make money for a lot of people. And I think this is why he has to do things.
The mob ties don't come cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
Don't come cheap.
I just feel that way. And like, some people said that like, oh, Drake saying that Kendrick had to pay $50 million to get out of his TDE contract. I'm sorry. If anyone has $50 million to do anything, I'm not looking at them like, oh man, that's they got over on you. I'm like, okay, cool. He paid $50 million for his freedom. That's what his freedom costs.
Yeah.
And now they just homies. Like, why? Like, I don't know. Certain things I just don't look at as like a stunt. Like, all right, like people. That's what happens when you want to get out of a music contract. You have to pay a ridiculous amount of money.
Yeah, that's what shit. Cole said the same thing on My Delete Later. He was like, yeah, I had to get out of this what I had to pay for that shit.
Right.
And he said, shit, business is a business. Like
Jay-Z, same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing. Jay-Z had to pay a ridiculous amount of money to get his catalog back from Def Jam.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I said, this record that Kendrick put out, I really enjoyed it. I think that Drake is the more battle tested one of the two. Drake made back-to-back, so I'll always give Drake he made back-to-back and Duppy Freestyle. And his State Schema verse.
Yeah.
Always going to give Drake his respect.
Mm-hmm.
But I truly think that Drake is clever and witty, and like like there is like their sense of humor are different, right?
Yeah.
So like obviously Kendrick is Curb, like dry humor, Curb Your Enthusiasm, Seinfeld, like along those lines, right? But like with Drake is like an Adam Sandler film. Like, yeah, it's slapstick funny and everything like that, but I mean, not thought provoking or nothing.
I so I'll be able to fairly judge this beat based on how Drake comes back, because with his comeback, it's going to be solely focused on Kendrick. That's tailor-made. Tailor-made. I don't really count. That's just like that's a bait song, like, yo, come out wherever you are type shit. And I think Kendrick's is solely focused on Drake. That's what I love about it. So despite my gripes with it, like those beats, man, could have did so much better with those beats. But we got it.
Yeah. Last question. If you're Rick Ross, are you pissed off that Drake can give you a direct response?
Pissed, and he don't deserve one. Really?
I mean, but some people think that Ross has the best diss out of this whole.
Yeah, that was me. But like, I don't think he deserves a response because he's not the main event. I don't want Drake to be distracted. Let that be down the line. You know how Drake is anyway. If he got beef with somebody, he's gonna keep shooting at them forever. So let it just be that. Like just keep shooting at him down the line, you know. Or make up because we got great music from them and let them keep going.
No, I saw a video today where Ross was saying like I'm like he's not my friend. We ain't friends. So
Oh yeah. I mean, let what you call it? Let Drake tell it. No friends in the industry anyway, right? So
yeah, that's what they say. That's what the kids say, right?
mhm.
Let's see. So what is it? We got 7-minute drill, campaign moments, push-ups, tailor made, the Yay Like That remix, and Euphoria. And obviously the Like That song is what kicked all of this off.
Yeah, the second arc of this is
Yeah, the arc of this.
yeah.
It's pretty funny, man. I don't know. I'm just like thinking to myself, like, wow, man, like April was a great memorable month, man.
April was amazing. April, yeah. I think April 13th in particular is when shit popped off with champagne moments and all of that stuff and push-ups and yeah, what a month. It's gonna be a memorable month. This is this is one of those months that like you know that page shout out to Up North Trips
Yeah.
is gonna be talking about down the line. He's gonna be every year commemorate this month for sure.
Hell yeah. Be
Yeah.
drunk.
Mhm. Oh, yeah. Yeah. But yeah, man, I want to see Kendrick. The only thing that makes me nervous for Kendrick is that I don't think Kendrick is as fast of a writer as Drake. And you know, get ghostwriting allegations aside, I just think that Drake, it's so easy for Drake to come up with things. It's so easy for him to just
That
his
don't
output
matter. Well,
sounds so frequent
that's
that
so crazy to me. I don't understand. Like, I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't understand why that's such a big deal.
well, so I'm not saying it for in that sense. I'm just saying like for you to be able to keep up with someone that puts out shit like that is like could probably be a little overwhelming or force your hand a little bit. I don't know. I hope he continues to play his cards the way he wants to and consistently.
Kendrick is gonna do what he do, man. Like I said, like Drake has his fan base, but no matter what, Kendrick has his, you know, the kinfolk as Kendrick calls them, you know. So, you know,
That his
what are Drake fans called?
I don't know.
Oh, all right. I know I said last thing. Last thing again. Sarah has like this thing where she keeps saying that Drake wants to be the baddest bitch in the room. So Kendrick saying that about him and Sexy
You read?
never felt so seen and vindicated. Like I told you, Drake wants to be Sexy Red, and I was like, uh,
Yeah. Yeah, man. I don't know. I I want to believe that Drake and Sexy Red are just dead ass just friends and not think there's an ulterior motive. I don't know. I don't know.
it does seem. I mean, it does seem a bit odd. Like I mean, I think he has something to do with her career. I do. I don't know if he's like helping her career or he's helping fund it, but I definitely think like he has his hand in her pockets. And
Yeah.
it,
Almost like
I've never seen him around artists that are signed to him this much. So
mhm. Yeah, that's a fact. And niggas is dropping people in his camp are dropping albums and he just put them in his IG story, like in stores now. It's like, nigga, that's Pete. That's
bro,
Pete. Well, he can't make the grid. Put him on your.
I don't think he know Party Next Door Kids. He was at Sexy Red fucking at the hospital when she gave birth. Like,
That's wild.
he don't know Majid Jordan Kids. Like,
Yeah, P4 is a solid project too, man. That's crazy.
it's good. Well, we can wrap it up. I think we got our thoughts off or anything like that. No, ladies and gentlemen, we were not going to break it down lyric by lyric. We were just going to say what we like.
Yeah.
Reg is. Oh, go ahead.
No, yeah, no, go for it.
No, I was just going to say Reg isn't happy with the beat.
Yeah, I don't like the beat.
But the lyrics and the words are there, and you know, I think the song did its justice.
It's there, man, and there's layers. It's layers to it. Like if
Very
you
layers.
listen to it and read it at the same time.
Yeah,
it's an enjoyable experience.
Yep. We got our quadruple entendre with the title of the song. Like we got a lot of shit, man.
Yeah, we got a lot in here, man. It's a lot to unpack. I enjoy it. We'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. See what happens next.
All right. Well, take us home, Reg.
So yeah, I have been First Class Reg.
And I'm Taurian B.
And we're out of here, guys.
I'll catch you guys next time.
Dun dun.